Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Okay, let me see who was here first. B. Martin. Okay, and maybe I have an echo here. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of this echo. There we go. All right. Two screens open. Little bit of a delay. Chance of the echo. All right. Annie Bennett, Brenda Phillips, Fancy. Compton Caligo, Lydia Washington, Maggie House, Sherry Ware, Judy Matasset, Puzzle Dot, Sherry Ware, Brenda Phillips, Lorna Williams. Okay, and all right, now I guess I'm starting to repeat myself. All right, so let's get on with it then. I'm just gonna skip through, make sure I don't miss anything. All right. Okay, looks like we're good. Hello, Beverly McCaskill, Novi D, Karen M. Cool. All right. Peach Rose. All right. Right. Okay. So, oh, I guess I got to get slides, right? Annie Bennett, thank you so much for 15 months. Hello, Big Mama. Okay. Mad World. And Joya Moore, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. All right, let me grab these slides and get on with it then. Slides. Okay. I got up super early today, and guess what? I'm sleepy now. But if I go to bed now, I will wake up at about 3 hours. I know my body. I'd wake up in about 3 hours, and that wouldn't serve anybody's purpose. Okay. All right, slides coming up. Hello, Susie Q, Marilyn Farley. Uh-huh. Okay, very good. Novi D, I think I said hi already. And there are the slides. I'm going to take my face out of here. Don't need that. Harry and Meghan, very modern royals. They're a power couple. They really are. They are the power couple. Um, New York was far more successful than we even thought. Of course, the biggest success was getting them in there safely and back out again. Well, mission accomplished. Okay. All right, take a look here. Let's start with this. It took a while for them to form the proper words, but eventually they got there. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, it took CD. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you very much. All right. So at the Archwell Foundation, with Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we stand against all acts of terrorism and brutality. We are supporting our partners and organizations on the front lines in Israel to provide the urgent aid needed to help all innocent victims of this unconscionable level of human suffering. So there is a very deliberate statement there. And I know that for some people, it was not exactly what you were hoping to hear. But in my guesstimation, everything that it needs to say has been said. I would say instead of looking for the obvious, just note that uh, it leaves things open to possibilities and a very deliberate messaging. Okay, and that's all I'll say about it. Um, but it deserves to be read with an open mind, not with anger, not with anxiety or angst. It should be read as it appears, not everything we want it to be, but what it is. Um, I got what I needed out of it. It took a couple times. I'll be honest with you, it took a couple times, but I got it. And once you get it, you got it. So we definitely do not want to give aid and comfort to the British tabloid by speculating. Okay, we don't want to do that because there's enough hostility from the tabloid media as it is. And there is no level too low where they won't try to make something into something that it really ought not be. So there you go. Petal did an exceptional job of addressing everything. She really did. I was in awe of Petal's ability to articulate just exactly how she felt. And I'm going to just assume that I'm cleaning my glasses. I hope you don't hear that. But I'm going to assume that there was something that she said that resonated with some of the squad, hopefully most of the squad. But I think she hit it right on the mark. So I won't add anything of my own to it. Again, read with an open mind and don't assume the worst. Um, it says what it needs to say. We are supporting our partners and organizations on the front lines in Israel to provide the urgent aid needed and to help all innocent victims of this unconscionable level of human suffering. Okay? Um, yeah, right? Right. Petal did a great job. Always. Okay. All right. So that's what I have to say about that. We finally heard from the um, Archwell, and I'm going to move on. So, as always, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Archwell Foundation is supporting organizations on the front line in Israel. As always, they are supporting. As always, the um, Archwell Foundation is doing exactly what they set out to do. They're helping people. They're helping people. And it's not from a standpoint of politicians or politics, is human suffering. That's weird. I didn't know my voice sounded like this. Let me, maybe some water will help me fine tune it. We're at that point right now where we're having a change of weather. And, oh, hi, Via Speaks Royally. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Church Nelly, I didn't know you were here. Okay. uh, well, if it isn't Church Nelly, I thought I could smell gin and regret. Uh, actually, I got that from, what is it, Will and Grace, Beverly Leslie. Well, if it isn't Karen Walker, I thought I could smell gin and regret. I've been dying to say that. Um, why, Beverly Leslie, shouldn't you be in a tree somewhere making cookies? I'm not going to go into one of my television shows right now. I got to stay focused here. Um, oh, you like Karen Walker? Oh, okay. Church Nelly loves Karen Walker. Yeah, she's a hoot, right? Karen Walker. I have a quote from her that I will share with you later if you remind me. But yeah, I do have a quote from Karen Walker. Um, okay, let us continue here. All right, so Archwell has been busy. Archwell has been very, very busy. When I say power couple, I mean just that power couple. New York yielded some changes a lot faster, at least um, a commitment for change, a lot faster than anyone could have possibly known. We've heard from the governor, and we've heard from is it the state's attorney general? And also, we've heard from the Girl Scouts of America. Check it out. Today, the Archwell Foundation celebrates International Day of Girls. And of course, that wasn't today or yesterday. I think it was the day before. The troop was, was started in 2017 officially for young girls ages 5 through 18 living in shelter system and now supports 1,000 plus girls across 25 shelters. Well, you know, um, for people living in shelters, you pretty much just have the clothes on your back and whatever you can carry, right? Um, Not an easy way of life. And the thing that breaks my heart about the migration, the people that are placed on buses from the border and shipped to parts unknown across the country, or maybe they are familiar with different parts of the country. But what breaks my heart about that is that the children are truly innocent. And when you confront the parents, when you confront the group, you are also confronting these children who may have walked miles and traversed what is it, the Rio Grande to make their way to these United States, like so many other people have over the years. Not everybody came through Ellis Island. Some people came here in bondage, and some people came here through major airlines. But however they got here, they are here. And that's just a fact. So please, please do not target these children at the shelters. They are interested in the same thing that everybody else kids are interested in. They want to eat sweets, they want to go to McDonald's, they want to play video games, they want a cell phone, they want all of the creature comforts that sorry about that water bottle, that everybody else is enjoying. They want the love of their parents first and foremost, or whoever the adult is. But we almost forget about the people living in shelters. There's some people that did not cross the border and they're homeless. There is a shortage of affordable housing across this country, but please leave those kids alone. I saw some program, or news, I guess it was, and someone took their LED flashlight and set it on the um, the blink or strobe or whatever, and they were aiming this high beam light at the windows of a shelter to startle the people inside. Well, some of the people inside are children. So, yeah, if you or someone you know, please stop. Please stop. We'll work it out. We will work it out. But they're human beings. Okay, Jennifer Clark, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Thursday! Wow, Thursday or Friday if you're in another time zone overnight. Thank you so much for being here. So, uh, there we go. So, celebrating International Day of the Girls with Troop 6,000. Really, there's that many Girl Scout troops? 6,000, I guess. Well, it's a big country, isn't it? Um, there we go. Okay, the Archwell Foundation celebrates International Day of the Girl with Girl Scouts of Greater New York Troop 6,000. Troop 6,000 was started in 2017 as a Girl Scout troop in New York City, specifically for young girls age 5 through 18 living in the shelter system, and provides a supportive community for the girls to make friends and have new fun experiences together. Troop 6000 is a vibrant community that empowers the girls to confidently achieve their future goals through weekly meetings, badge activities, and leadership development. The program gives the girls the courage and tools they need to thrive. The program now serves more than 1,000 Girl Scouts at 25 shelter sites throughout New York City. Earlier this year, Troop 6000 expanded its program to support migrants and asylum seeker families arriving to New York City and proudly offer bilingual programming. AWF was thrilled to join the girls and their troop leaders for dining and provided a donation of scarves, beanies, and tote bags, that is. We are proud to celebrate girls locally and globally today and every day. Wow, how great is that? I love it. Okay, so there you go. And they got those amazing Archwell tote bags. I'm telling you, there are some people out here. There are some people out here that would walk a country mile to get one of those Archwell any merch. There's something about that merch. Leslie F says, "Thank you, Baron. I work with the asylum seekers that were bused to Chicago from September of last year to March of this year. Thank you for your words of love." Leslie F, I'm glad to do it. I hope that people will calm down and give these asylum seekers a break. They have not broken the law. There's no law against seeking asylum. And when it comes to making them welcome, I think that's everybody's obligation. We don't know the particulars, why people would leave their nation of birth or wherever they were, but everybody's got a story and they deserve the opportunity to seek asylum. We just have to work it out. Okay, and take a look there. Look at what happened back in 2018. ABC News visited Girl Scouts of varying ages at the Girl Scout National Headquarters in New York City as they celebrated the marriage of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. How about that? How about that? You know, it's interesting when you consider, is it too soon to be petty? Is it too soon to be petty? It is interesting. I'll just say it's interesting when you consider that NBC News, among others, had decided to pull back on coverage of a wedding that took place back in 2011 because of a complete lack of interest. However, by 2018, there was no other place that anybody would rather be than in Windsor, United Kingdom, or at the very least in front of a television so that they can watch the nuptials of Prince Harry and, of course, Meghan Markle. Yeah. How many people tuned in? Whatever the number is. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I got through that. Uh, All right. Beverly McCaskill says, "I am a former Girl Scout and I started off as a brownie and came through the ranks. Also became a leader at 18 years of age, which I did for 6 years. I am now over 70 years old and it is a great organization." All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us and thank you for your service. Yes, thank you for your service. Yeah, these boys and Girl Scout groups, they go a long way to make this country a much better place. I think that's something that is missing along with so many other group activities that would help kids out a lot, especially if it gets them away from those electronic devices. So take a look here. You can see some of the people that watched the wedding, these young ladies. Now, I have a sound bite that I want to play for you. Let's hope I have it in the right place. I'm not always so fortunate with that. Wow, to get some of that merch, merch, merch. Merch, 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 merch. Gotta get some merch, 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 merch. Wanna get some merch, 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 merch. Can you give me merch, 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 merch? Okay.
I'm 14. I'm Sophia. I'm 12 years old. I'm Brooke. I'm 12. I'm Jocelyn. I'm 12. I'm Alice, and I'm 7 years old. I wanted to support Meghan Markle because she's been such an inspiration to me, and how she put her voice out there, and it really inspires me to go out there and do something. I'm Allison.
Uh-oh. I'm so sorry. I just accidentally ran it back to the beginning. It's only 30 seconds long. Let me do it again.
I'm Jacqueline. I'm 14. I'm Sophia. I'm 12 years old. I'm Brooke. I'm 12. I'm Jocelyn. I'm 12. I'm Alice, and I'm 7 years old. I wanted to support Meghan Markle because she's been such an inspiration to me, and how she put her voice out there, and it really inspires me to go out there and do something. I'm Allison.
Okay. Oh, so it was done. Maybe I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe it just started over. All right. So if you wanted to know who said that, the one with the, let's see on the left side, the middle photo, that's the one who said that Meghan Markle inspired her by putting her voice out there. So yeah, I just did some screenshots because this is property of ABC News, so I didn't want to take a chance and show it to you with a video. But that's the group that just spoke to 2020 back in 2018. So, yeah, how about that? They all sat there to watch the royal wedding. And speaking of Girl Scouts, how many times have you all seen this photo? How many times have I seen this photo and wasn't paying attention? I did see the uniforms, but it just didn't register that that our Doria, I guess she's a troop leader. It just didn't register, right? But remember, you guys, what the derangers have accused her of. I don't even need to say it, but you know what they have accused Doria of. Isn't it interesting that Doria could have a job as a social worker and work with Girl Scouts and all the other places that she's been, all the other circles that she's been in? It seems like someone with her alleged background, she sure gets the type of access that I would suppose that Mother Teresa of Calcutta would have. So, um, I'm here to tell you. Um, let me see. Who could I think of? Doris Day didn't get this type of access, right? Doris Day could. Even Claire Huxtable couldn't get the access that Doria has had. But yet, those crazy derangers, the vein of my existence, um, they always come up with some nonsense. So, what can I say? It is very difficult sometimes to tune them out. I know. As someone was saying in Spaces today, have you ever looked at some of the nonsense that they have spread or perpetuated about the Sussexes and just found yourself paralyzed and unable to respond, unable to process it? And yes, I have. Yes, I have. It has been very tough. I try not to engage with that nonsense, but um, just bear in mind that we are in what they call a culture war, and without knowing that it was going to happen, somehow Megan and Doria have found themselves caught up in the middle of this culture war, this right versus left, this MAGA versus, I don't know what the other words are, but it's where we are right now. And the best way to deal with it is to try not to engage, although sometimes it's impossible to not do that, but try not to engage. Try to just focus on the great work that the Sussexes are doing, because that is just one of those things that is a no win situation. As long as some very sick people have access to the social media, it's not a lot we can do about it. So maybe better to focus on things that you can fix, or things that are worth fixing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, really? Antoinette Kennedy says those pictures were in the Harry and Meghan documentary, and and how she had a village to help raise Meg. Okay, okay. Based on that proverb, it takes a village. Hillary Clinton used to say that all the time. She was inspired by that old African proverb when she wrote her book called "It Takes a Village." And of course, because of the culture war, oh, it doesn't take a village. It takes the parents to raise a child. I'm just like, gosh, could you wait till the ink dries? Can't we wait until the ink dry? Gosh, I'm telling you, this culture war, everybody's so reactive. It just makes me sick. Do you hear me? Sick! It just makes me sick. So, let's see. Black Queen says, I wonder where those beautiful little girls are now. I hope they are alive and flourishing. We know our Meg is. Yeah, yeah. Those kids have had a wonderful head start with the Girl Scouts. You know, those types of things like that. Going to the right school, being in places where you can learn teamwork and leadership, you use those skills every day for the rest of your life. I remember I had a job where we used to have this oh gosh, I forgot what they called it, but it was, you know how they used to get the um tax break or the money from the government, where team building, team training and team building. And I was a young person when I did that, and little did I know that even learning stuff like that as an adult later on in life, I was able to use some of those skills. So it wasn't wasted, it wasn't in vain. Knowledge is power, and I like to believe in life, nothing is wasted. So if something like that can help a grown adult, just imagine what it does for the children. And look at Megan. Look at how Megan is like literally pulling her playmate in to be a part of it all. You see that? That instinct right there is something that she has carried through her life. That's my mom, but today she's everybody's mom. Right now she's mom Girl Scout leader. So love that instinct of Megan's to be so inclusive. Gosh, I'm going to get emotional. Didn't see that coming, but I'm very touched by that. Okay, there we go. So, World Mental Health Day gets a Harry and Meghan boost. Now that's in Axios. Um, Let me go over here so I can take a good look at it. I'm not going to do the entire article, just a bit of it, just to give you a flavor of it. Observance of World Mental Health Day has snowballed, with luminaries like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle throwing their weight behind what had been a low key annual observance. Did you hear that? It was low key, but now it has gotten that much bigger. I'm sorry, why it matters. Mental health has turned into a defining social, medical, and workplace issue, especially for young Americans. So that just goes to show you that Harry and Meghan, as per usual, have their fingers on the pulse of what's happening, not only in this country, but around the world. There was a time when people did not really consider mental health. As long as you had a loaf of bread and milk and eggs and all that kind of stuff, a roof over your head, that was it. But no, it goes up much further. Driving the News, a nonprofit called Project Healthy Minds, on Tuesday held what it says was the largest festival in the world dedicated to World Mental Health Day, drawing 1,500 people to a flagship event in New York City. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, shared the stage with U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy and TV host Carson Daly to discuss the impact of social media on youth mental health. For us, the priority here is to turn pain into purpose, said Prince Harry, whose organization, which he founded with his wife, the Archwell Foundation, hosts a forum for parents of children who have died by um, they took their themselves out of here. Um, don't want to mess with the monetization right now. Uh, Simultaneous World Mental Health Day events were held in 6 U.S. cities and London at the same time that various companies like MTV Entertainment Studios and Joanne, the arts and crafts retailer, announced new relevant initiatives. Where it stands for 18 months, the project Healthy Minds has been developing a playbook for CEOs on approaching mental health issues in the workplace, as well as building a searchable online database of mental health resources. It is currently setting up a workplace group to create corporate standards for supporting employees' mental health well-being, such as training, management, and and peers, plural, to recognize symptoms. Is striving to expand its database, which 300,000 people have used to locate mental health services, from about 65 options to 500 or more. Wow. So the options available when someone goes to the database, instead of just having some 65 options, now you have excuse me, 500 or more. That is progress. That is progress. And featured prominently in the story, of course, is mental health. And well, anyway, Harry and Meghan just happens to have thrown their weight, their brand, if you will, into it. And now, because of that, because of all of the people who observed this from the local news, the newspapers, online, etc., more light is being shed on topics that otherwise may have just, like they said, this is an annual event that usually doesn't get much notice, but thanks to Harry and Meghan, is huge. Uh, Connie Ballmer! Hey, Connie Ballmer! Thank God for everything. Yes, and thank God for you being able to join us on Royal Sussex. I was just saying last night, if I don't start earlier, I'm going to lose people like Connie Balmer and Elaine and countless other people who can't be here at 9 and 10 p.m. Central Time. So I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. Okay. And there we go. All right. So I'm feeling very good about the Sussex's visit to New York. And I don't want to be the one to say, I told you so, but I told you so that it was going to be just fine. And I've heard other people discussing the presence of the security and everything. But one thing I would like to remind everybody of is that I believe, I don't know this 100, but I am assuming that the big difference between this and, of course, the Ms. event that Meghan received the award is that this venue was likely selected by Archwell. All of the planning was likely executed by Archwell. And so they were able to go to a more modern venue, right? Where they had several entrances that they could use. It wasn't as congested an area as perhaps by that whatever theater it was. So there's a big difference between that ancient theater and this very modern complex of buildings at Hudson Yards. Makes a big difference. And being able to plan things like that, especially when not only the Sussexes are there, but the Surgeon General of the United States, that's a constitutional position. That's a position that goes back to 1878. I'm sorry, 1778, right? That's a position that there's only been 21 Surgeon Generals. Very important cabinet position because the Surgeon General is, a cabinet member that is charged with the health and well-being of the country. And it's a position that a lot of people don't even know exists or haven't thought about, but it is a constitutional position. He is in line for the presidency. If something was to happen to a lot of other people, that Surgeon General would be the president of the United States so long as he was born in this country. So yeah, um, I'm glad for that. I'm glad he was there, and I'm glad that he could use his power as Surgeon General to help bring light to this. And especially, let's forget about their titles. Let's forget about constitutional positions. Who's in line for the throne? Who's in line for the presidency? How about these are parents with children, parents who worry about their children just like everybody else does. And so, for that reason, we also have to consider that there's more than just being there because of titles, they're there because they care. And that means a lot. All right, so let's go on to the next one. All right, here goes. Meghan Markle shares a tender moment on stage with Prince Harry in New York. Okay, let me go someplace else because I can barely see that one. That's okay. I have something here that's bigger. Okay. All right. So right there it says, family is everything to Meghan Markle, the former suit star, along with her husband, Prince Harry, recently led a forum on raising kids in the digital age, sharing that they've been working with parents who have experienced loss due to social media to find innovative solutions and safety measures. The World Mental Health Day event held in New York City also included a panel discussion with the Sussexes and the United States Surgeon General, moderated by Carson Daly, decided to dig into the couple's personal connection to the issue, although their kids are too young to understand social media or even want to be on it. As as a mom of two young kids, after the stories that we heard today from these families that you've gotten to know over the past year and the work that Archwell is doing in this space, where is this one priority list as a mom per people? So, um, and also that is Vogue Arabia. I don't know if you could see that, but that is not just Vogue magazine, but that's Vogue in Arabia. We only ever think the US and, of course, the United Kingdom, but Vogue magazine, well, they publish in several countries, including, oh gosh, you know what? I can barely see that. Let me try that again. Where was that? Yes. Wait. Yeah, Arabia. I was like, did that say Aruba? Okay. That it does say Arabia. All right, water. I said I was going to set up my humidifier. I haven't done it yet, but I really need to do that because with this dry air, once you turn that heat on, with that dry air, it's ruining my voice. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at some of your comments before I continue. Okay, Compton Cali gal in the house. Deborah Robinson. Oh yeah, the mayor got it together this time. He wants to get real elected. Yeah, yeah. Well, and you do know that I know that in some municipalities you can pay for a police escort. You can do that. Even in the UK, even though they tried to say that you cannot what is it, the Met Police are not for sale, they certainly are. They certainly are. Most police departments will give you the opportunity to pay for a police escort. I've known they've done that at funerals all my life. I've known that where you see some funerals that have a police escort. It doesn't mean that a cop died. That means someone is paying for a police escort. So it is done. It's no such thing as it's not done. It is done, and it just makes all kind of sense. But again, they did not have. I don't believe the Sussexes did the planning for the last event. So this time they have more of a handle on it. After all, not only is it Archwell Foundation, there's Archwell Productions. And what do production companies do? They produce. They organize stuff. So good job. All right. And then here, the messenger, Prince Harry, the Duchess, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan spoke on a panel coordinated by their Archwell Foundation for World Mental Health Day. This is just yet another one, another one. There has been so many different magazines, online news services, and such that have latched on to the Sussexes um, Mental Health Day appearance. And of course, if they're paying attention to the Sussexes, more importantly, they are paying attention to the World Mental Health Day. So, a little known annual event has actually seemed to expand exponentially because of Harry and Meghan's involvement. And also, I think I get a big bell for that big word, right? Exponentially, right? Oh, that was a little bell. There you go. When I use a big word like that, I want some thumbs ups, you guys, right? When I use those big words, I would like for you all to make sure you go and hit that thumbs up button. Big words are dangerous. I could have bit my tongue that time. I could have bit my lip or something. And that would have been totally unexpurgated. And I promise you, there will be no superfluous use of big words on Royal Sussex ever again. All right. I don't want you to accuse me of being a reprobate. No, not thumbs up on the here. I'm talking about thumbs up for the other thumbs up, the ones that Black Queen and Church Nelly and all the rest of the moderators are. I guess I should have been more specific. But thank you for those thumbs up too. uh, oh well, I guess I have to make sure I explain things properly. All right, thank you for whatever thumbs up. Hey, don't do that around the Prince of Wales. Where did that come from? Okay, let me bring the dignity and decorum back to Royal Sussex. Okay. I was doing good. That slipped. That one slipped. so, so let me stop smiling. That slipped. All right. Where was I? Let me pull it back together. Beverly says, Baron, that is because the world is listening and watching what the Duchess of Sussex, or the Duke and Duchess, I'm sorry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are doing, saying, and what's being said, done to them. Okay, Baron, we know that you can pronounce big words. Baron, that is what I was going to call you a reprobate. Oh, good. I don't even know what it means, but good. Let me see. What is an oxymoron? Um, is that when you use two of the same words unnecessarily? Huh. I'm not sure. What is an oxymoron? Um, hmm. I know. Oh gosh, I forgot. Well, put it in the chat. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Then I think I got one more of these. Yes, Cosmopolitan magazine, or as they say, Cosmopolitan magazine. Meghan Markle cements her fashion icon status as classy off the shoulder pantsuit. I'm sorry, in a classy off the shoulder pantsuit. Yes. So I wanted to save this for last because, well, after all, we are here to focus on this very monumental event that took place, due in part to the Sussexes and the Archwell Foundation taking this little known annual observance and turning it into something far greater, much larger than it has been ever. That is that. That's that Sussex magic, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now let me see. That one is Vogue. Now, what did I do with Cosmopolitan? Okay, I don't have the okay. I thought I had the article handy, and I do not. Give me just a second. Okay. Meghan Markle cements her fashion icon status. And there it is. Cosmo. Was there a magazine article or no? There should have been. Yes, there was. There was. There is. There was and there is. Okay, so here it goes. Meghan Markle has made her grand arrival to the first ever Archwell Foundation Parent Summit, the inaugural event theme is mental wellness in the digital age. The co-hosts, to co-host the New York City event with husband Prince Harry, Meghan showed up in a all-white outfit composed of sophisticated. I was on a roll. Let me do that again. Composed of a sophisticated off the shoulder top with button down the center, plus a pair of matching wide leg pants. She capped off the dreamy look with beige suede pumps. Oh, they were suede. Okay, her shoes were suede, you all. A delicate gold chain necklace with a black center pendant rather, and tiny gold hoop earrings. Boy, they see about as well as I do. That's not what she's wearing. She's not wearing hoop earrings, and that is not a black and gold pendant. I will show you. Well, actually, I'm going to show you right now. Well, they got that wrong. I'm surprised, but they got that wrong. Nash Singby, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, so I'm going to skip just a little bit. Take a look there. Okay, that is black. I thought it was dark green, but I think it's black. Okay, they got that right. But the earrings, they are not hoops. Those are, I don't know what you call those, but they don't match. And, well, I mean, they match, but you know what I mean. You have the green, would you say that's, no, that's not an emerald cut. It's an oval cut. Uh, and then you have the smaller stones that go down into something shaped like an arrow. So there's one of each for each earring. So yeah, but they're not hoops. And I'm not sure. I do not think that that's black. I thought it was like an emerald color, a green semi-precious stone, but oh well. No, it can't be black. Onyx and diamonds? I don't think it's black. Anyway, not a big deal, but yeah. So that's what they were speaking about in Cosmopolitan magazine. Okay, where did I leave off? Yeah, right here. Right here. Okay, so let me continue. Let me see. Meanwhile, the prince wore a dark gray suit with a light blue button down and black tie. Yeah. Today's summit, which is part of nonprofit Project Healthy Minds' second annual World Mental Health Day Festival, will provide a platform for families who want to create a safer online world and a community that prioritizes the mental health of children and teenagers. Okay, but I want to stick with the fashion. So let me skip down here. Earlier in the day, the Sussexes made a pit stop at the Marcy Lab School, a tuition free secondary education program that focuses on engineering and technology. There, they also led the conversation to mental health concerns in the digital world. Well, okay, that's kind of redundant. I thought they were going to mention the Letterman jacket, but they did not. So, okay, that's it. Just wanted to share the fashion side of things. Save that for last, right? That seems proper. All right, and I'm going to continue. So, right here, Governor Hochul, I think it's Hochul. New York officials announced social media protection for children. So that was on their local news, their local ABC affiliate. It's about online safety. That happened on World, well, you know, that's the result of that. And then over here, You can see a couple of quotes, one from Harry and one from Meghan. We've heard those already, so I will continue. And then, of course, the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, social media platforms are fueling a youth mental health crisis, and we need to do more to protect kids online. Today, I'm announcing legislation with Governor Kathy Hochul and Senator, and that right there too, to both limit social media features that harm kids and to protect kids' online data. Yeah, that's important too, protecting the kids' online data, their privacy. We don't need weirdos and strangers having a window into um, the homes of children and the rest of their families. So, recent studies have shown that the social media can cause devastating mental health effects on our children, including increased rates of depression, anxiety, and self harm. 97% of teens are online, and 66% of them say they have regularly seen hate based content. Our bills will prohibit websites from collecting and sharing kids' personal data and location, limit active features of social media like algorithm. Okay, I'm stuck. Algorithmic. Oh, I got it. Algorithmic feeds. I get it. Algorithmic feeds empower my office to hold platforms accountable for breaking the law and endangering kids. This legislation will help tackle the negative impact social media has on our children and safeguard their privacy online. The governor, the senator, and the state's attorney general, and I are proud to help advance these common sense measures to protect the next generation of New Yorkers, right? So there you go. Again, at the very center of all of this change, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So proud to support them. I am. I am so proud to be one of the people that support them. I'm proud on behalf of all of us. I mean, that is why this community is here, is because of our support of the Sussexes, because of our alignment with other people, not necessarily just the Sussexes, but our values are in alignment to some degree or another. And so that's why we're all here. So why don't I give everybody a big hand of applause? There we go. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for the support of the Sussexes, supporting these Sussex friendly spaces, and so on. Okay, take a look at a couple of your comments before I move on. Don't think there's a lot here, right? Nope. Okay. Let's go. So, the big embrace. I mean, how many times have you seen a Duchess of Sussex? Well, actually, Meghan is the very first Duchess of Sussex. There has been none other. So, anyway, how many times have you seen a member of the royal family uh, embrace and embracing people like this? Well, a lot lately. And why is that? Because of Meghan. And of course, Harry, who's always been a very, very affectionate person. So, all right. And to continue here, um, if this song is not stuck in your head, let me give it one more time. Match, 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 match. Send me lots of merch, 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 merch. While I was putting my slides together today, I kept thinking about those burlap tote bags and all the rest of the swag that people receive. And I finally went and looked at the video. I have never seen that video before. And now that song is stuck in my head. And the only thing is, I'm not saying work, work, work. I'm saying merch, 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 merch. Send me lots of merch, 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 merch. I don't know why I've never seen that video before, but today was my first time. And I have to tell you, I kind of feel like I could have wrote that song on my lunch break. There's nothing to it, and some of the words are unintelligible. I mean, good song, right? But some of the words are unintelligible. I don't even think they're real words. They're just and then at one point the caption said no 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 ner no 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 no. I'm like, she's not even singing words. Valerie Sedeno, thank you so much for the super sticker. Good night, Baron and Squatties. Thank you so much. Does that mean that you are just getting here or are you about to go to bed? But either way, thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And you know what I was thinking? I'm thinking maybe I should create some match. Sending out some match. I'll do like Tina did on the uh, Tina and Michelle on the what was the name of their channel? I will fill my living room with a bunch of merch to send to the channel members, but I'll keep it in there for like a year, like Tina did, and get around to it whenever I get around to it. Oh man, that's the one thing I remember from Tina and Michelle is that she kept saying that she had to get that the gifts out to everybody. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to fill my living room with tote bags and other things to celebrate the members of Royal Sussex. And maybe about this time next year, I will actually get them to the post office and send them out to you all. Now, let me say this. I have been very hesitant to do that because, you know, um, the Sussex squad is a very suspicious bunch. And me, I am equally suspicious of everything and everybody. And I just did not want anybody's address. So, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say somehow Lydia's going to get involved with this because I don't want to do it by myself. I don't want people's address, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. But I promise you, it's not that I'm not able to do it. It's not that I don't want to do it, but I just did not want people's personal information. That's weird to me. Um, I didn't want to be accused of, you know, how they be saying that sometimes people in the squad are on the take or something like that, and I didn't want those accusations either. So that's why I was so hesitant. But I think it's time. I mean, come on, the channel has been around for a little while, and you know, I want to do that. So I will design some type of match. Sending lots of match. You know, I'm twerking right now. Match. Gotta send some match. There is nothing more appealing in the mind's eye than an overcaffeinated, chubby baby boomer twerking to match. Gonna send some match. Ah. But yeah, I got to send some merch. Okay, is that song stuck in your heads yet, or should I keep singing? Anyway, expect your merch this time next year, or maybe after the new year. But yeah, I'm going to work on that. So in the meantime, I have to figure out what I'm going to order. So give me a little while, right? Give me a little while. I'll get around to it. And of course, these are for the people who have a membership to Royal Sussex through. Oh, yeah, I got the Patreon and I have members here. So, yeah, I got to work that out. I got to figure out how many things, how many units that I need to order. And then I'll take it from there. Oh my good, this is, you know what, this is huge. Let me stop talking about it and maybe y'all forget. Maybe if I stop talking about it, y'all will forget about it too. I just realized some of you all are not in the United States. That's gonna be tough. I'll work it out somehow. Let me think about it. Let me see here. Public service announcement for NBC way back. And she also did some cooking sessions on air. Now NBC have staff that throw shade at her, especially Hoda and Melvin. Yeah, I know. When I saw Carson Daly speaking to them, I was like, oh, those. Is Hoda, um, and what's his name? Craig Melvin, and that African American woman, the other African American woman, I guess. But there's three of them. There's three of them that are thick as thieves, and they all seem to have contempt for the Sussexes. So, the couple times that I thought I would actually watch one of their reports, I quickly turned away from it. Match, 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 match. Gotta send some match, 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 match. Wanna send some match, 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 match. Ah, okay, okay. So I made a video earlier, maybe an hour and a half before I went on, and it was Confessions of a News of the World reporter whistleblowing for Prince Harry. So this individual who prefers to make, let me say it one more time. This individual who prefers to remain anonymous, right? Um, it has been singing like Aretha Franklin about some of the dirty deeds at the News of the World. So this is the thumbnail for that video. I'm not going to play any of it here because it's 10 minutes long, but I'll let you just find the video in the on the the channel homepage or whatever. So, but yeah, this is the video. So if you didn't get a chance to see this one, please look for it. It is illuminating, it's eye-opening, disturbing, but it's yet more evidence as to how horrible the News of the World was. Apparently, the News of the World was very popular, and they beat a lot of people to the stories. They were able to get the big scoops, and of course, through nefarious means. That was the big word, nefarious. Through some pretty dastardly, nefarious means, they were able to get the jump on the competition. Al Roker, too? Al Roker? What? Oh, I think I remember that. I think I remember he was being shady. I wonder why they do that. I wonder what is it? What's in it for them? Why do they do that? I don't get why they do that. I saw the one with Rachel Ray. Yeah, I saw that one. Long time ago, I saw that one. Yeah, Rachel Ray. You know what's weird about Rachel Ray? Rachel Ray got her big television break because of Oprah. As a matter of fact, Harpo was the production company and may still have, I don't know if is she even on, but Archwell Productions were the ones that produced the Rachel Ray show, right? And Rachel Ray almost never mention Oprah Winfrey. I don't know why. It almost seems like they had some big falling out, but she almost never mentions Oprah. I don't know why, but yeah, it's almost now. I was glad that Dr. Phil never mentioned Oprah again because Dr. Phil is a hot mess. Ugh, who wants to be associated with him? Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, boy, they were both huge disappointments. Couple of flim flammers. Sapphire, thank you, 1960. I thought it was blue, but no, actually, I thought it was green, but I knew it wasn't black. Yeah, sapphire. Thank you. You get a bell for that. One less bell to answer, one less egg to fry. Okay. Now, Maureen is at it again. Somebody unpack their adjectives. Maureen posted this, and Maureen tried to redact this tweet. I guess it's a tweet. No, I don't think it's a tweet. I don't know. I don't think this came from Twitter or the social media app formerly known as Twitter. This comes from, I don't, do you guys recognize the font or the format? Anyway, and now he's abusing me. Just a couple of the threatening and expletive filled emails I woke up to from, what is it? What, Corinne? Giles, Corinne, whatever. Anyway, let me go over here. So right here, you can see this. I actually had meant to cover up that person's name, but I guess it doesn't matter. I don't even know what format that comes from, but it's not Twitter. But it says right here, you are a despicable piece of crap. You're a lying, cheating, conniving, starts with a C. Hope you're, starts with an F. Rot in, starts with an H. Our lawyers are doing their best now to get your hideous, pathetic lies taken down. I don't know how that will go, but I am flipping coming for you, you sack of flipping poo. Forgot to cover that one too. What is it about Maureen that people just, I don't know, it's just something so smug and irritating about them, they. You know what I mean? Them, they, him, her, they. There's something so smug about her. It's no wonder people anyway, so as them, they, Richard Eden says, and now he's abusing me. Just a couple of the threatening and expletive filled emails I woke up to from Giles Corin this morning. And Christopher Bosey actually took, well, you can see right here, Christopher Bosey says, earlier today, Richard Eden tweeted a redacted email that took only 2 minutes to unredact. Please do not use your cell phone to redact documents. Also, why did he redact the first sentence of the second email? Let me see. Our lawyers. Let me go back and look at that. Yeah, he did redact that one, right? He tried to cover it up, but our lawyers are doing their best now to get your hideous, pathetic lies taken down. So that's what he didn't want you to know, is that someone believes that he tells hideous and pathetic lies. Yeah, That's a good question, Christopher. Why did he feel the need to cover that up? Huh? Why did you do that, Maureen by night? And for those of you that don't know, Maureen, well, it is alleged that, like several of the royal rodents, they have burner accounts, and sometimes they will reply to a tweet with their burner accounts, and from the names and the language used in those tweets, it is very obvious that they forgot that they were on their burner accounts, or vice versa. They thought that they were on their business account, but they were replying to some of the derangers with their burner accounts. And let me tell you, the Sussex Squad Detective Agency, when someone does that, and I'm alleging that that's what happened to Maureen. Well, anyway, the account name was Maureen something. So that is why the Sussex Squad has taken to calling Richard Eden Richard by day, Maureen by night. You go, girl. You go, girl. You are fabulous. Oh, you're fabulous, girl. Work it. Work, 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 work. Gotta get some merch, 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 merch. And thank you, Christopher Bosey, for giving me like one of the best days that I've had since Christmas. Now, happy birthday to Ken Fisher of Fisher House. Yes, happy birthday to our chairman and CEO, Ken Fisher. Ken Fisher is a business leader and philanthropist with an unwavering dedication to serving those who have served our country. Today, we celebrate him and his many accomplishments. And over here on the right, you can see it says, I never viewed Fisher House as work. It's become such a passion and such a labor of love for both my wife and I. Ken Fisher, Chairman and CEO of Fisher House Foundation. So Fisher House is one of the, well, Meghan was just at the Fisher House, right? She just did that not customer, what am I saying? She just did that public service thing for Fisher House, remember? Remember? Okay, let me find that. Let me find that. Okay. Yeah, so that's where that comes from. Quack, 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 quack. Gotta get some work, 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 work. Gotta send some merch, 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 merch. Wanna send some merch, 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 merch.
What does recovery mean to you? For some, it means reclaiming your narrative, refining your approach, revolutionizing your mindset. It's a change that's not only physical, it's mental, emotional, social. The Invictus Games show that this growth is about more than what meets the eye. The spouse coordinating doctor's visits, the children celebrating milestones, the mother, father, fellow veteran, the friend. There's a community, near and far, surrounding our servicemen and women when they deploy, and long after they come home. Because healing does not happen alone. It takes a village, and is for the village. And one of the most essential parts of the process is having people surround you who understand. To grow as one unit, to achieve limitless potential. To remind us above all else, in this international family, no one gets left behind. Because this is Invictus. We are Invictus. Together.
Yes, we are Invictus together. And to give you an example of we are Invictus together, check it out. Invictus Games, happy birthday to Ken Fisher, the chairman and CEO of Fisher House Foundation. The Fisher House Foundation has played an integral role in supporting our family and friends program, and we are extremely grateful for their continued support. We are Invictus. Okay, and one more. Check it out. Look at how involved he is in the Invictus game. This guy right here, I'm telling you, he has made a huge difference. When the day comes and he has to say exactly what is it he's most proud of in his life, I'm sure he can list many things, and one of the big ones has got to be the Fisher House. That is quite a legacy, the Fisher House. And I shared the other day, well, I only spoke about it, I didn't share the video, but one of the competitors at the Invictus game, his mother made a video with, I think it was his father. Yeah, his mother and father, his parents. And they were saying that when he was injured, he was taken to a hospital in Hawaii. And his mother was panicked because she was like, it's expensive in Hawaii. I don't know if I can afford to stay there in Hawaii. And she had all of these trepidations about going to Hawaii, not knowing that she was going to go to Fisher House to be with her son while he recovered in the hospital. And everything was taken care of: housing, food, everything, transportation, everything was taken care of. The goal, of course, with places like the Fisher House and other, like the Ronald McDonald House, the goal is that there's no out of pocket expenses for the family. So if you're a family that has a child that is ill and seeking treatment in some major city somewhere in the US, or some smaller communities where they have like a university hospital, a teaching hospital, um, the Ronald McDonald House provides uh, a lot of shelter and services for those families. Well, the same principle goes with the Fisher House. So that is so cool. I love that. And of course, he is a very, very close friend of Prince Harry. Let's see here. Let's see if I could find that. I'll share that with you. It's one of my favorite things to share. Okay. And as usual, what did I label that video? You know the drill. I can't remember what I called it. I made it back in. Let me try this one. No, that ain't it. I know that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. I changed the title of it too. That I remember doing. So that way, when I'm looking for it, I won't be able to find it. That's why I changed the title, so that I can make it as inconvenient as possible when I'm trying to find it. Maybe we don't need to watch it. I'll save it for next time. What's the name of that video? I know it's Harry something. Let me see. It's Harry something. Nope, not that one. It's not an Invictus video. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Nope, that's not it either. And I knew it earlier, I just forgot that fast. Well, this just goes to show that I have a tremendous amount of material that I have been stockpiling. Huh. Yeah, well, we'll get back to it later. Let me see. Try one more thing. Yeah, I think this was it. Is it? Huh. Yes, that was it. I looked past this thing about 10 times and I just didn't want to believe I had it. Okay. Okay. Ken Fisher, I want you to hear the nice things that he had to say about Harry. I love this guy. I love this guy. Okay.
Thank you for your service during 2 tours in Afghanistan with the British Army and for being a champion of veterans in this community.
I'd now like to introduce Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, who's a humanitarian, mental wellness advocate, environmentalist, and military veteran. As co-founder of Archwell, he is focused on driving systemic change across all communities through nonprofit work as well as creative activations. The mission across Archwell, which currently includes Archwell Foundation, Archwell Productions, and Archwell Audio, is united behind the deeply held belief that compassion is the defining cultural force of the 21st century. In fact, Prince Harry has dedicated his life's work to advancing causes that he is passionate about. He is the founder of the Invictus Games, a platform for wounded, injured, and sick service personnel to use sport as part of their rehabilitation, something I know a little about, as well as Travelist, a nonprofit entity comprised of several of the largest online travel agencies in the world. Additionally, he co-founded Santa Bali with his dear friend, Prince Seso of Lesotho, in memory of their mother's charitable work in combating the HIV crisis, and serves as president of the African Parks, a non-governmental organization focused on protecting Africa's ecosystems in partnership with local communities and governments. He was named Chief Impact Officer at Better Up, a world-class coaching platform that helps people everywhere achieve their own version of peak performance, and serves on the Aspen Institute Commission on Information Disorder, which brought together critical voices across public, private, and civil society landscape to respond to today's mis- and disinformation crisis. Prince Harry served in the British Army for 10 years, rising to the rank of captain and undertaking 2 tours in Afghanistan. And I must say it's been my absolute privilege to work with him. Prince Harry, over to you, sir.
Oh, I love that. I love when he said all that stuff. It just makes me proud. It makes me very proud of Harry when people list the things that he's done in his life. Always glad to hear that. Now, this was recorded during the very heavy days of the pandemic, so that is why they couldn't all be in the same room together. So that it started with Jill Biden, and then Lloyd Austin, then Ken Griffin, and then Harry had some remarks. So I know Harry is embarrassed by that type of attention, and I promise you guys, at the end of the Invictus Games for the closing ceremony, Harry rushed that stage before they did another, big ovation or something like that. He was he had 2 rounds of happy birthday, and I'm pretty sure at that point he had his fill of that kind of attention, because that type of attention is something that he's not comfortable with. So I totally understand why he feels that way. And he's not used to having that type of attention. So good for him. All right, so there you go. Happy birthday, Ken Fisher. What could I say? Same energy. I could not help myself. I am going to limit my shade for today, but I could not go the whole day without something. Um, and that's it. I'm sure that's all the shade that I have. So at that point, I was going to go to here, but we've done that already, and then here, but we've done that already, and then on to here. You know, I noticed that. Gosh, what is her name? You know, I forgot her name just that fast. Um, Eros tour. Um, what is this child's name? Um, it starts with a T, right? Taylor Swift. Thank you so much, Taylor Swift. I noticed that Taylor Swift has one of those laser cut dresses. So apparently, that must be a trend in fashion. Immediately, I thought about Meghan with her laser cut dress. And then when I was looking for Meghan's laser cut dress, I didn't realize that that Valentino that she wore at the Invictus Games, The Hague, was also called the laser cut. So very interesting. I like the technique. Didn't know that that was really a thing, but I see that it is. So yeah, there's Taylor Swift's version of the laser cut. And one more of these. I love this, like, I don't know, it's kind of like date night. It's like date night. It's like I could just imagine them, the homecoming king and queen in high school. That's what the energy that I'm getting. The homecoming king and queen that just happens to be a couple. So I like that. The Letterman jacket and those youthful smiles that they have. Now, and with that, you guys, this is going to be our last word of the day. I have reached the end of Royal Sussex for today. Sometimes the only reason why you won't let go of what's making you sad is because it used to be what made you happy. Is that too deep for you? One more time. Sometimes the only reason you won't let go of what's making you sad is because it used to be what made you happy. Let that sink in, right? So that's our last word for today. I just kind of found this by chance earlier and thought it would be nice to share it with you. Yeah, I use it however you will, but I thought that was very profound and quite deep. So I have a list for tonight. Thank you very much, Sherry Ware. Okay, thank you very much, Annie Bennett, Joya Moore, CD with the Cash App, Jennifer Clark, Connie Balmer, and Nash Singby, and of course, Valerie Sedeno. Thank you all very much for your generous support of Royal Sussex. And thank you very much for understanding that it's going to take me about a year to get those gifts out. I will compile a list somehow and take it. Oh, B. Martin, let me see. Oh, Baron, Big Bird, Barbie. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Yes, it is Big Bird Barbie. I didn't think of that name, but yeah, that is kind of cool. Big Bird Big Bird Barbie. Yes, there you go. Let me see. What is that? Seasons and wisdom? Yeah, that is something to think about. Absolutely. But yeah, very sweet picture of the Sussexes. And of course, we cannot forget the moms. Cannot forget the moms. One mom called her child Flower, and the other, of course, decided that her favorite flower was the forget me nots. The forget me nots. Okay. Oh, Angela Simone, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it, Angela Simmons. And let's see, Cookies and Cream. I didn't know you were here. Oh, is that for let me see. Is that for Al Roker? uh, okay. All right, you guys. I am gonna call it at 1 hour and 38 minutes. Yeah, we'll get out of here fast tonight. So, love you guys. Thank you all very much. You've had your last word of the day. Do with it what you will. Gosh, let's take a look at that one more time. That is so. Sometimes the only reason you won't let go of what's making you sad is because it's used to be what made you happy. Deep, very deep. Yes, what's making you sad used to make you happy. Huh. Well, sleep on that, you guys. Sleep on it. Good night, BS Speaks Royally. Yes, good night. Good night. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, so I'm good. I think I'm going to go to bed myself. I cannot believe I'm going to bed this early, but I'm tired. It's been raining and I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yes, thank you, moderators, for keeping us safe, for keeping this a safe space. Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Good week for the Sussexes. Hopefully, there'll be something next week and the week after that and the week after that. Something has shifted, is what people are saying. That where the Sussexes are concerned, something seems to have shifted, and the Sussexes seem to be in a much better space today than they were just 6 months ago. And I'm happy for it. So try to release those negative thoughts that you have, especially where this war is concerned. I can think of some other adjectives, but I won't right now. The Sussex's safety, they are taking their security very seriously, or very serious, should I say. And I think they have a good handle on it. So, yeah, they got a good handle on it. Okay. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. I am going to cue the Ginger Avenger. And that's it. Oh, wow. They got something new for the StreamYard. I'll have to check that out later. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. I was just saying that we're going to miss Elaine Parker today. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I was just about to say goodnight. But thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And thank you for being a moderator. And thank you for being here at Royal Sussex. Happy Friday to you. It's already Friday for you. GMT time. Let me see if it's 9:32 here, then 6 hours ahead of us. So 10:32, 11:32, 12:32, 1, 2, 3. It's 3:32 a.m., right? Wow. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for getting up and hanging out with us. Unfortunately, I'm about to go, but yeah, thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you, everyone. Oh, well, not that I can recall. No, not that I can recall. I have absolutely no regular, I don't recall. No. As a matter of fact, no. Nothing. Nada. Not a darn thing. Not even brushing his teeth. Okay. Chew, Ginger Avengers. See you all tomorrow. Lynn E., thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you very much. Good night. Good night to you. Good night. Lenny says, good night, team. Good night, Lenny. Thank you very much. Okay. And blessings to all. Good night, everybody.